Hi everyone. Are you a mom that is struggling with embarrassment or shame in regards to the decisions that your adult child is making or the path that they've taken in life? I just want you to know you're not alone in that, and I want to talk about that today. But first, those of you that are new to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris, and I am a mom who walked a difficult road with my own daughter for over 10 years. And while her life spiraled, so did mine. And I promise you, it does not have to be that way. So now I have the opportunity and the blessing to walk alongside moms during this season, this journey that they're in, and help guide them through this process. So let's get back to this topic. Embarrassment and shame is very common. I hear it a lot, and I too dealt with that for a period of time. And so don't be ashamed of that. Don't be embarrassed that you feel that way. It's really important, that you have some guidance on that, and also the feelings of failure. I think that's where it comes in the most, is moms think, well, if my son or daughter is on this bad path, it must be because I did something wrong. And in fact, that's one of the first things that many moms will say to me when I talk to them. And they just automatically assume it's their fault. Like, what did I do wrong? I coulda, shoulda, woulda done all of these things. And I just want you to know that that's not accurate, because I want to remind you that we are dealing with adults, right? I know that, as far as legal age, 18 is, you're considered an adult. And you and I both know that many of our kids are not as responsible and so forth as they should be at that age, right? And so we automatically have these expectations of them that they're going to be a certain way. Some kids are straight and narrow. They don't ever have any problems. Majority of the kids do struggle in some ways. Some are able to work through it. And then there's those that the reason you're here is they've taken a bad path. They've gotten in with the wrong crowd. They made some bad decisions, whether it's drugs, alcohol, friendships, relationships, all kinds of things, many different reasons why. But I just want you to know that a lot of this is, many times moms have these expectations that it's going to go a certain way. So they have this fear of failure. Well, I want to remind you that you are not the only influence in your child's life. I share this in my group all the time and remind moms all the time that just, when your child is young and you are mom and you are guiding them and you have all the control because they're young kids. As they grow older, they have many more influences in life, whether that be friends, family, social media, TV, marketing, all the things. So you become a smaller piece of that. And I just want to remind you of that. And so the whole embarrassment aspect is very common, but I just want to encourage you I want you to remind yourself that you were not the only influence. And I guarantee, that if you really dug deep on that, you're gonna see that I'm right in this, because you are not the only influence. I personally had the same thing where I couldn't figure out and wrap my brain around, how in the world did we get here? Like, this makes no sense to me. How did we go from, family of 5 and things were going fine to where we ended up? And my daughter would even tell you to this day that it wasn't necessarily anything that we did. It was her choice. It was internal struggles that she was having. And so that right there, I would learn to not be embarrassed about it, because it's not even about you, right? It's about your family. Sure, it's about your daughter, your son, but trying to seek to understand versus the embarrassment would be the route I would guide you to go. Because if there's any way that you can figure out what it is that is troubling them so much, and maybe you know and maybe you don't know, right? It took years for me to actually learn that information. So in the meantime, I just want you to hold up tight to know that this is not on you. Okay, your job now is to focus on you in regards to keeping yourself healthy, getting yourself healthy, managing these triggers that you're going to be having if you haven't already, putting boundaries around your own life to make sure that you are healthy, and you can focus on, if you're married, your other children, your own life, your job, your friends, all of these things. So I hope that makes sense. For those of you that are ready to do that, you're ready to make that change. You're like, yeah, I need accountability. I need help. I want guidance. I want you to click the link below to the discovery call. That is an opportunity for you and I to talk. It's a 30-minute consultation. It's not a coaching call. It's a consultation where I'm going to hear more about what's going on with your child, but also about you and how you are coping and what is going on in your life and what do you want to change. And those are the things that we're going to talk about in that call, and I can make recommendations on how I can help you. So I hope you have a good day, and I just hold tight to knowing that this is not all on you. This is your child's path, and the embarrassment, frankly, and I've talked about this in other videos too, it's really none of anybody's business. So I encourage you to not be embarrassed about it. Just take one day at a time and cope through it. And if you need help, I'm here and you can click the link below. Take care.